The United Nations is pushing for the release of 16 Ethiopian staff who've been detained by the government in Addis Ababa. UN and humanitarian sources say they were arrested during government raids targeting Tigrayans. 72 drivers for the World Food Programme have also been arrested.
As far as I know, no explanation given to us about why these staff members are detained. There are 16 remaining in detention, and 6 have been released. So that's the breakdown. They come from various UN agencies. They're all national staff. It is imperative that they be released.
It's been a gloomy few weeks in Bosnia-Herzegovina, with dark clouds filling both the sky and the country's political horizon. After almost 3 decades of peace, the prospect of war is being discussed by many people. The reason: statements and apparent attempts by leading politicians here in Bosnia's Serb enclave of Republika Srpska, threatening to withdraw from state institutions, including the National Army, paving the way for cessation. After the UN's top official warned the country could break apart, the United States sent its envoy to the region, meeting Bosnia's 3-member presidential council as well as other Serb leaders. The message from each of them was there would be no war. But divisions in the country are clear to see. In Republika Srpska, it's a struggle to find the Bosnian national flag raised anywhere, not even on government buildings. Instead, a variation of Serbia proper's flag, adopted by Srpska, is widely flown.
In a visit to encourage the troops, the Polish Prime Minister warned that there's no telling what the Belarusian government will try next. This after Monday, a group of migrants tried to enter Poland from Belarus. The country has become a thoroughfare for migrants trying to get into the EU in recent months. Warsaw accuses strongman Alexander Lukashenko of punishing Europe for the sanctions it imposed on the authoritarian regime this summer. Minsk is believed to be ferrying people from the Middle East and Africa to the Belarusian border to pressure the bloc. Back in the capital, the PM also pointed the finger at Belarus's ally, Russia.
Ale to właśnie ten ostatni atak Łukaszenki, który jest wykonawcą, ale ma swojego mocodawcę i ten mocodawca jest w Moskwie. Tym mocodawcą jest prezydent Putin.
Handguns, assault rifles, AK-47s, and even this, a mag machine gun. All of these were seized overnight in what police are calling their biggest haul of illegal arms in history. Over 1,600 officers participated in Monday's raid. They arrested 64 suspects in 25 Arab communities in northern and central Israel. Among those arrested was a soldier in the Golani Infantry Brigade and an 8th grade student. According to the police, most of the weapons were stolen from military bases, while others came from the West Bank and smuggled into the country. The total worth of the bust, over $1.3 million.
The Pakistan government is setting a dangerous precedent. In surrendering to terrorists, it is now brokering peace accords with terrorist organizations on its soil by giving in to their demands. In the latest coming in, Islamabad and local terrorist group known as the Tehreek-i-Taliban Pakistan have agreed to a 1-month ceasefire, opening up new avenues to end years of bloodshed. A government spokesperson said that the month-long ceasefire may be extended if both sides agree to the same. The TTP is also known as the Pakistani Taliban, though they are a separate movement from the Afghan group. The TTP have fought for years to overthrow the government in Islamabad. The Taliban government in Kabul was a key facilitator for these peace talks. While there have been numerous failed attempts to reach peace agreements in the past, the latest breakthrough came only after the victory of the Afghan Taliban in August. Both the TTP and Islamabad admitted that the interim Taliban government had helped to facilitate negotiations.
Passengers using the Gautrain today were stuck earlier this afternoon due to power cuts. Bus service has been dispatched to transport passengers between Marlborough and Sandton, as well as Marlborough and OR Tambo International Airport.
It seems as though the trains are not running, and when I spoke to you earlier on, there was a lot of pandemonium, and it seems as though things are not getting any better. We do understand that buses have been dispatched to try and assist passengers to get to their various destinations. We tried to go downstairs, but we have been told without a Gautrain card we can't get in, and we need a permit to also go in. What's interesting here, Sally, is the fact that we have been told by passengers that they have not been told that the train services are not operating. Rather, they get told to get into the train, and then soon after that they're told, oh, the train is not working, you need to exit the train and then go outside the Gautrain station and get into the bus.
The bodies of more than 20 children killed by a fire in Eskom in Niger were buried on Tuesday in the city of Maradi. The 20 children were buried after a ceremony at a mosque attended by relatives and authorities. 3 classrooms made of straw were consumed by the fire at a preschool and primary school called AFN in Maradi on Monday. Niger has tried to fix shortages of school buildings by constructing thousands of straw and wood sheds to serve as classrooms, with the children sometimes sitting on the ground. Fires in the highly flammable classrooms are common, but rarely results in casualties.
At least 8 people were killed and several others injured after a passenger bus collided with a truck near Pachpadra in Rajasthan's Barmer district today. The news agency ANI reported that the bus caught on fire following a collision with the tanker trailer on Barmer-Jodhpur highway. Superintendent of Police Deepak Bhargava said that a total of 12 people were killed so far in the collision between a passenger bus and a truck near Pachpadra in Rajasthan's Barmer district. According to media reports, around 25 people were travelling on the bus.